Day 509 in a row and day 3 of us playing some blue-red drakes. I guess I should have popped a list up, but we're playing a deck basically based on Marcus Long's build from 16th place in the team event of Vegas. Basically, it's very similar to the list we were already playing. It cuts 2 discoveries for 2 tormented voices. I'm not 100% sure how much I like that, but I figure we'll give it a try. But it cuts the fun ofs. It cuts the Mirari's Conjecture and the shoot, brain fart. Can't think of what I'm saying. The Mirari's Conjecture and the Entrancing Melodies from the main deck. We're trying 1 Niv Mizzet and 1 Dive Down in the main deck. I actually think the Dive Down and Niv Mizzet will be rather good for what I've saw in the Arena metagame. In the sideboard, we're very similar to the sideboard we were already playing, which wavers pretty differently from the sideboard he was playing. I did bring the Fiery Conclave or Cannonades back in. I don't know if I love this card, but I figured we'd give it a try, and we upped the counterspell level by 1, but pretty much what we have been playing. No major changes. But anyway, we'll play it for a comp event, which means we're either going to get... we can get up to 6 matches, I think. Or we can just play 2. Who knows how long this stream will last. For good news looking forward, not anytime soon, but hopefully by January I'll be increasing my streaming hours and putting out more content. If anybody knows a good way to record matches and, you know, like who wins on the play and the draw and all that stuff, please let me know. I'm looking for a good spreadsheet similar to what like Michael Jacob will be playing or what Michael Jacob used on his streams. Because if I'm going to be playing a lot, I want to keep track of records for people. Maybe actually work on sideboard guides and stuff. Maybe actually start tuning decks instead of just playing, which is what we currently do. Yeah. Well, hopefully there'll be a land in my top 5 cards. They were! We get to keep playing Magic. It's fun to get to keep playing Magic. Card's an interesting card. This is a friendly league, by the way. Or not a friendly league, a competitive league. Like there's just too much of a chance that he's going to be able to do some tomfoolery there, and I want to be able to find the land. Well, we failed on the land. We're now like 14 cards deep, and we've not found third land. This is the 15th card. Right on time, friendo. Don't care, don't care. I wish I could just auto-yield to this stuff. It's the thing I miss the most. I think that card's very bad, and we can kill it next turn, so don't care. Actually, we can't kill it next turn if we don't draw a land. Yeah, one-time land. Guess you get the star. Not a land. Well, I have been tilted before. Currently tilted. Also, not a land. So, I think the only way we can lose is not drawing lands versus this stuff. I guess you get another star because I don't care about your stars. Now, unfortunately, he can probably kill this. He can probably kill our other thing if we bring it back too. It doesn't matter. He's actually going to be able to start using 7 mana removal spells on me to keep my lands in check. I'll let you guess how tilting that is. Yep, 7 mana removal spells online. Why would you do that? You pretty well know you're going to cast these stars. Hey, cool. Now we've drawn all the lands. So I played a chart and a thing. So my bro comes back. Hopefully they don't have a shock. Don't understand our opponent's decisions, but I also don't think his decisions matter. Literally casting Star of Extinction at this point in the game. We've also drawn 4 of a card we're going to side out in our top 25. Hey man, what's up? I've actually not. I heard somebody talking about it earlier today when I was watching another person stream, but I've not personally saw it. Kinda interested in it though. I would definitely give it a try. Our opponent really got to use 7 mana removal spells on us, which is pretty hilarious. Sorry, 7 mana land destruction spells. Okay. Do you have a link? I would love to look at it. Goodbye, friend. You'll be missed. Actually, just going to keep that because I think the lava coil in my hand is going to be pretty crap. Let's save it for another turn, though. Hey, cool. We are 5 cards deeper in our deck than our opponent. He has a thunderous amount more of land. Just gonna go ahead and do this. Oh, it's a YouTube link? I have to save it and look at it later then. I can't really run a YouTube link while we're streaming. Whose video is it though? The memory lapse. Alright, cool. I'll hit it to my watch later and check it out. I think I'm just gonna cast Phoenix and just start jamming. The treasure map could actually be a problem. He used 3 Star of Extinctions already. Not a way to do that during your upkeep. How did we not lose this game yet? That could be a bit of an issue. Let's start with this. Because I'd play a Crackling Drake if we drew it. Didn't draw one, so 6 of them. We don't have long to win this. How many ops do we have left in our library? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be pretty hard for us to ever buy these back the rest of this game because we've used 4 shocks already as well. The 4th Star of Extinction in the top 29 cards. I assume we're just dead now. Because we can't really buy those Phoenixes back. This entire game we can't really. They had mana for the gateway, didn't they? What? The opponent keeps drawing play sets of cards in his top 30. He's got to be close to Banefiring us out, and I'll guarantee the card in his hand's a Banefire. We have no 1-drop spells left in our deck, so we have to get 2 more mana before we can even think about getting the Drakes back. So to win, we really have to do something like Crackling Drake land Crackling Drake. I need the land technically, but I'm pretty sure the game's over. Why did it choose those mana? Banefire, yay! Like I said, guarantee he has one in his hand. Well, if that's all his deck's doing, though, I feel pretty confident about the match. Didn't really show me anything for this stuff, but like he could be sideboarding some of it in, I guess. I guess I want to dive down. I don't know. They keep some lava coils and some shocks, but that's just the case they bring in for Kindling Phoenix post board, which I think's like pretty reasonable. Certainly gonna play first. So cool. More no lands. I guess we keep it. It's horrendous, but gonna save the opt so that I can try to buy back one of these later. Such a bad magic card. I don't think it does anything. Except aggravate me because I have to click a button. But we hit a land. Do we need land and spells at this point in the game? It doesn't seem like something that's likely to happen. We basically got the worst hand we could get and still keep.
You are only hurting yourself.
Guess I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna hold up the negate again though. I'm gonna counterspell that too. I think that card's that good. I don't really care if he lava coils this or anything. I don't even think I would bother to look for my dive down. Okay. Seems like you're helping me. Might as well leave that on top because we're throwing it away with the Tormenting Voice anyway. How many more lava coils you have? That's not a lava coil. I actually think I want that. That's pretty good. They draw a land, they can kill the Niv Mizzet for free. Well, not for 3, but for those. I have a second Niv Mizzet though, so like Starve Extinction is the only thing that super matters anymore. We've already used 2 of our counter spells, so it seems like we're not likely to get the 3rd counter spell before they star. Our hand's really weak, so. Went ahead and attacked into that because, like I said, I feel like there's a good chance there's a star coming. Gonna draw a card though if he has it, which I assume he will. I was right, he did. What? I thought I cast 3 spells. Oh, I didn't count right. In my mind, I'd already cast that shock. That was a misplay. He should be at 11. Oh, in my mind, I had already cast shock. Oh, God, I'm so bad. I deserve to lose. Way to lose an unlosable game. Might pay off. We could hit a second Drake or something. It's certainly a play mistake, and we won't be making it again. I guess it's better just to cast this, and shock. Even though there's a good chance that they have another answer, but that was a pretty bad punt. So the type of decks we need maximize velocity as a 1-up for. It could be a 4 right now had I not punted though. Say there's a really good chance that they have another star. Not yet. And they have another lava. Oh, lava fire. Sure. Well. Doesn't appear that they sideboarded in any creatures that I need these lava coils and stuff for. What do we have left in our deck? We have 1 opt, 2 chart, and our voices but 1. And we also have 1 radical idea. We don't actually have much left, do we? We draw like our Niv Mizzet and our Dive Down. Like a bunch of crackling drakes would be fine. There's a Niv Mizzet. How much mana do they have? They don't actually have enough mana to matter, do they? So I can wait and get my trigger next turn. Well, that's sweet. That's not sweet. Oh! I should have played a land. Wish there was a log so I could see whether they're scrying to the top or the bottom. Dive down? Not a dive down. Guess we just get buried from here then. Go draw like a crackling drake. Nah, another island. Crackling drake. Well, they have a lot of cards, but they have to hit now or they're dead. Ooh, a lot of their cards don't even matter now, too. That's sweet sauce. Interesting. Well, we're certainly no blocking it. Just attacking for 17 and winning. So that gain life when you sack it, does it? Nope. We're currently just attacking for 17 and winning. Feels to me like they should have drawn cards with their treasure map. This also seems to me like they should have been upticking Karn. But it was like, we have almost no cards in our library. Seems pretty likely we were going to get to this board state. Especially if multiple Crackling Drakes still left in our library. Alright, well we don't need any of those anymore. We can bring that thing back in. I can bring this back in, I guess. Not actually sure. Maybe we want Cannonade to clean up Goblin Chain Whirler cleanly? Or Goblin Siege Gain? Nah, I'm not worried about a Siege Gain. Better just have that if it's Siege Gain. Alright. Can we get this win? Who knows? 1-1 versus Deep Red Control. Let's realize that I'm going to have to take an AFK here in a little bit. Just keep not getting lands. It's wildly frustrating. This hand was probably a mulligan, in fairness. Keeping this one's probably just greed. Honestly, it's because I'm a little tilted. I'm going to have to take an AFK, though. Well, it's probably game over. There's very few decks in the format that Treasure Map's good versus. This just happens to be one of them. It's Good versus basically this match and Jeskai. I don't think this card's actually playable. Counterspell it. I think the card's that good. Well, I want that, but we have to have lands. We played that long of a game and they didn't have it. Now they just do? What? We played 2 insanely long games and didn't see any of those. And as soon as I take my sideboard cards out, it's magically there. That is frustrating as all can be. Yeah. There's ways you lose games, and I guess this is one of them. Can I just race now? Never blocking with this. Probably not blocking with this. Red Rover, send us on over a counterspell before we lose to Thought with Fire. Looks like they have a lava coil. Oh, just a Banefire? It's fine. Alright, well, don't kill our friend, and we win. Don't think I'm attacking? Or am I? I'm just not attacking now. Nice. So like a land Fight with Fire killed us there. Maybe a land Banefire, or just a Fight with Fire in general was pretty good. But I don't think we had any option other than just slamming Niv Mizzet and like crossing our fingers. Like, oh please Nivaruni, don't kill us. Or don't die. What's our opponent's name? Can't read it. JL026. It's another landlight hand. Another unkeepable hand. Or unwinnable hand, rather. Certainly a keep. It's not even a question if this hand's a keep or not. It just doesn't get to play Magic, so. Best card in his deck versus me. Another card that I don't want that I've already scribed one to the bottom. Hey, there's the fourth. Second of the day is just going to be one of those days. What? Playing Gorgari bad cards? You gotta cast down, you gotta cast down. I have to try to kill it. Sure. More bad magic cards? No problem. Well, I thought our opponent was playing a good deck. They're not. I'm a little disappointed. I really want to test versus a good deck. So far, 0 for 2. Probably the best draw in our deck. It's not even that good here. At least we have that going for us. Discarding this just because I want these to get bigger. Bigger you? 3? That's not very big. Yeah, well, if he doesn't have anything anymore, we're technically alive. Removal spell, we're dead. We do have several good draws, though. Alright, we have no good draws now. Nothing we draw matters. Oh, I think melodies are good. I think Shivan Fires are good. I think the Beacon Boat's good. Typically like a couple Disdainful Stroke type spells, but probably not versus the build we're playing. I think I'm going to cut the dive down. Could just cut these other 2 shocks, but he's got so many 3/1s that we've already saw. Not actually sure what to cut. There's a mod I can download to keep track of arena stats. I need something for Magic Online as well. We'll play first. What do you know? Another 1 land hand. So I've made a lot of fun of Magic Arena's competition over the past week, and I swear to God, it feels like somebody flipped a switch on my reasonable draws. It was like this hand's stone unplayable again. We mulligan no lands into 2 cards we can never cast. These aren't even close to this deck's average draws. They're quite literally the bottom of the barrel, and I think they have been almost every game. They have a Star of Extinction, though. Maybe that'll do something. Who knows? Just gonna start attacking now. Missed the land drop. So I don't care about trading a little damage, especially when we have a beacon boat. I hope they miss lands. They did not miss lands. Might have been a little greedy to cast that last one. But with the beacon boat in our hand, I just wanted to put as much pressure down as I could. So I assume they're gonna have contempts and all sorts of fun stuff now. And we have nothing, so. Unless we chain off Crackling Drake, we're just gonna lose. I'll keep it, but only because it gets us deeper into the deck. I want to keep both of these cards, so. Hey, there's another star. Maybe we'll get to star somebody out. JK, there's a Vivian. No starring anyone out. Have a cast down too or something like we're really SOL. They put that on top twice and then they put a Stitcher Supplier in their graveyard. Oh my good gosh. What? What just happened? Guess we'll just go for the kill then. We didn't get there. Alright, we'll just play this then and try again. We didn't get there. They put the Vivian on top for every one of those scries, and then they're just like, nope, put it in the grave. Don't want it, don't care. It wouldn't have been enough in this situation, but the fact that they didn't want it or didn't care is mind-boggling. Like, why would you not just have scryed all of those scries? Like, what just happened? Is it bad that I kind of want this disdainful stroke now? What if they cut for all of this slow crap in the early game? I think a lot of people cut all the shocks. I'm not sold on that. Let's try this. Seriously, I don't understand their opponent's last sequence. Hey, we've got a hand that doesn't make me want to throw up in my mouth. It's either the first or the second of the night, I don't remember exactly. Starting to draw a lot of land, but that's okay. Sure. Oh, that's a good draw. Give him a reason to kill the Goblin Electro friend. Disdainful Stroke might be my best draw right now. Stop a Vivian from coming down. Certainly not our... Is that our fourth, or is that our 5th land? In like 6 or 7 draws, I'm not sure. Hey, BB Blair, what is up? What are you working on? We've only drawn 2 spells this game, and it's on turn 5. And we've drawn 2 extra cards, so 7 cards. So we've drawn 5 land, 2 spells. So the thing is, even if we save this with a dive down, there's just such a high chance he's going to be able to kill whatever else is next. Artifact combo synergy pile. Interesting. I got paired versus, like, what's your combo? Just Vivian minus? Playcrafter. Sure. Sentinel Totem and Fall of the Fran. Kinda cool. We're drawing all the Crackling Drakes now. So you're trying to exile everybody's lands then. I got paired versus a guy on Magic Online earlier in round 4 or 5 of a league that was playing a black-white control deck with, like, Remorseful Clerics, Farans, things like that. Was also using Phyrexian Scriptures to, like, so they play like a Phyrexian Scripture, pump their bro, or pump their creature. Next turn, it would wipe all the creatures, and then they would play a Fran. Then next turn, it would kill everything. It was kind of cool. Guess I'm going to use this, though I'm certainly keeping that. Don't think I'm going to use that this turn, though. I'm going to go ahead and use it this turn. Power Shards, Chromatic Lantern. Alright, so you're just like powering out lands. Very solid. So we have a blocker here. What do we have in our graveyard? I think we already have one Arclot in our graveyard, don't we? Oh, we don't. Oh, he ate it with the Deathward Scavenger. Sure, sure. We have enough extra lands. I think I'm just going to go ahead and cast this. Man, we just drew every crackling Drake in our deck. That's all they are to it. Like, we're running really hot this game. Revitalize. Revitalize is really good too. Oh wow, you're playing, so you're blue... Blue-white then? Sure. Yeah, well, I'll admit when we got lucky. Our opponent basically did nothing that game and we got uber lucky. I'm going to complain when I get unlucky. I have to acknowledge when I get lucky as well. Man, I spec'd on the Weatherlight. I have like a bunch of foil copies in real life. I really wanted that card to do something. Oh, you're talking about board the Weatherlight though. You're not talking about the vehicle. So ignore me. Ignore my ramblings. Yoko Charming Fox. That's a name. I'll play first. This hand does not have lands. This hand does not have lands, but I think it's a keep anyway. Between the Scry and the Opt, I'm pretty sure it's an easy keep. Our round one opponent was doing the Fountain of Renewal thing versus me tonight. Didn't opt because I already knew I wanted the card, and I wanted to give myself a better chance of being able to buy things back later. Oh, what's the kill condition? So Jeskai with Guild Gates. Alright, well, give us a land, please. So we don't have to concede. I don't know what I'm supposed to discard here. Maybe just a Goblin Electromancer. Like, all of these spells are pretty good. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, Dawn of Hope. Yeah, I know what Dawn of Hope is. I'm not sure what the other part is. I've not saw it. Mandaruni? Alright, that is a land. I went ahead and played my land so I couldn't get syncopated. If he has a negate or something, that's just fine. And I'm not happy about it, but... kind of more concerned that they might just have a Silhouette or something, but not going to play around them potentially having a Silhouette. Like, we're way too far behind this game already because we've had to screw around for multiple turns just finding lands and dumping our good cards. And he's had a active Silhouette, so like basically we're at his mercy. Like, yes, we've hit all of our land drops, but we had to make really poor choices with all of our spells just not to miss land drops. Like, really poor choices. Yay, it's scary. You lose.
My responsibility.
Guess I'll just play it. Hope they don't have an essence scatter. Don't care too much if they syncopate this. Oh, makeshift munition. Sure, I saw that, now that you mention it. It's that red card. How do I get to chat on the screen while we play Arena? That's something I'm going to have to learn. Yeah, it's just 2 mana. Nice. Don't have the answer, please. That's the answer. Well, at least 2 of them have already been cast.
No time for a break.
Can I concede yet?
Time for Plan B.
How's the deck been working out for you? These shocks have I got rid of? 2. Well, we can always cantrip a bunch into a shock, maybe. Probably prefer revitalize. Or let's just go ahead and go on to the next game. Azur's Gateway is a really cool card. Alright, so we definitely want our counter spells. Definitely want this. Definitely want these. Potentially want these, but I don't know exactly. Cards I know I don't want. I know I don't want shocks, and I know I don't want many lava coils. Probably don't want any lava coils. I think I want this Mystic too. Yeah, that is true. Treasure maps, flipped Azur's gateways, everything does. It's a pretty good point. Alright, can we keep 7 this game? Sure. The answer to that question was not really, but I'm going to anyway. Actually, I think this is a pretty easy keep. I'm just whining at this point. Only because I don't want a card like that to get counterspelled. I think it's actually pretty actively bad to play it there because it's going to make it really hard to buy back that Drake at any reasonable mark of time. just going to have counter spells for my next several threats. So until I get more mana, I don't think I have a lot of an option. This resolves, I can't opt to get a bird. I think I should play 2 Electromancers versus the Deafen and Clarion deck? Like, I don't think they sideboarded out Clarion. I don't think I ever want to put 2 Electros on the table at one time. Good chance they have a Silhouette or something now. I'm fine with that. I really doubt they sideboarded out the Clarions. But we don't have the land here. Well, geez. What do you do when you want them all? Huh. Guess I'm gonna get rid of one of these then? It's also not a land. Yay, land. I don't want this one to get silhouetted, so I'm not going to attack with it. Quiet Stormy. Like, I actually value this Electromancer, especially if the Niv Mizzet's coming out.
Stop that now.
But I'd like to try to find another land, I think. That last play may have just been too greedy. Because now we don't get the dive down? He might get to play the first Niv Mizzet now? I think I should have probably just untapped and played my land there. Whoops, I messed up. I meant to attack. Oh shit. Yeah, I played this game really bad, I think. Played this game about as bad as a human can play it.
Hurry.
This was a bad play too. I should have cast Niv Mizzet before I attacked. In my mind, I was thinking like I want to hide the information so that like maybe he won't silhouette this. But on reflection, it was just terrible because like what if they played something differently? Yeah, you can gain a lot of life and do a lot of things with a fountain in a very long game. Shouldn't have discarded all these Niv Mizzets. I just played this game really, really bad. There's no chance he's going to let this dive down resolve, but so we get another chance to draw Counterspell, and we failed. On a positive note, we get to draw the Niv Mizzet back. Well, I guess unless they counterspell that. Which is something they obviously could do. Hopefully they won't have the third Teferi in their top 20-ish. They're probably playing Ixalan's Binding too, though, so we've got that to worry about. Speaking of, and now we have literally nothing going on. This is a game I drew 3 Niv Mizzets and I played so bad that I lost the game. Anybody who's watching, take this as a lesson to like being on autopilot was not really thinking, because I have a task I have to do in real life. And I'm like very, very distracted at the moment. Probably a negate would be nice. But that's not an excuse. I just played very badly. And this is why drawing a negate would have been nice. I don't think we have outs anymore. I think the game's over, and I think it's 100% because I played poorly. Like, I don't think this game was losable.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
If I even made remotely different decisions. How I played with the Niv Mizzets was heinous. Shouldn't have ever discarded any of them. I misclicked. I meant to be attacking that, not that it's going to matter. Why would you tuck that? That card's not even good anymore. I have 1,000,000 mana. That card is actively bad now. It's even more of a reason not to tuck it. You've already saw him playing Entrancing Melody. I don't have another Entrancing Melody in my deck, but he doesn't know that, does he? It done damage to my head there. Attack it with both in case I have another Silhouette. Though if I hadn't punted, I wouldn't have had to attack it with either there. They've already played 3 Sinister Sabotages. our beacon boats are pretty decent at the moment. Have to save it to defend now, though. Well, we're just dead. Go ahead and write this down as a big 2. That's the 4th to ferry, right? In like 30 cards? Yeah. Yeah, I punted an unlosable game. Just played god awful. It wasn't even one mistake. It was like a million mistakes. Hey, BB Blair, thank you for following. Draw? Why was that a draw? What? Weird. Alright, well, I'm gonna take that short AFK right now. Be back 7:28 a.m. EST, so 5 minutes. Sorry, guys. Well, if anybody's still here, and I highly doubt it, I apologize. My 5-minute break turned into a 12-minute break, 13-minute break, something like that. Wasn't able to get in the room I needed to get in. It's going to be the worst video I've ever had, but unfortunately, based on my setup, I'm not actually able to edit it out. So we are stuck with it. We have an opponent. Impervious. And another no land hand. How many of these have we had this league so far? Makes Magic not even fun when you're not playing. At least our opponent mulliganed this time as well. Our deck in general does not mulligan well though. Anybody else just sigh when they kept that? Well, we won't be buying Arclots back for a really long time. If they have a 5-drop, like we're screwed. Guess I'm gonna go ahead and play it. I guess I'm gonna keep that too. So we know they've got a Vraska's. If they have a Vivian to go with it, I don't think we can win this game. Not without some incredible luck. Alright, well, we'll start with this. Why are you tapping double blue? What do I want to get rid of? Probably just a radical idea. Second with this. Well, third with this. And we'll leave the Drake on defense. We'll leave both Drakes on defense. My life's low enough now that I don't want them to have like a removal spell and an attack. Because like a Carnage Tyrant drone just ends the game too easily. It's the third contempt. It's a pretty easy block if they attack.
Wild animal. No one knows the wilds like I do.
That's a Doom Whisperer. So... I can play you. Attack that thing.
I've seen squirrels hit harder. Scars are lessons written in skin.
Alright, well, the Doom Whisperer's not the end of the world anymore. Them having an answer for the Niv Mizzet is a fourth Vraska's Contempt. Alright, well, we just have no outs. We legitimately have no outs because they drew 4 Vraska's Contempts and 16 cards. I've saw more ridiculous things. I don't think we have outs anymore. I'm trying to save this shock in case we draw a lava coil. It's the only thing I know to do. I can't really even play these extra cards here because if they just have fine finality, we lose. I mean, we're going to lose anyway, but... At least a beacon boat's good enough to kill that at this point. I think so, anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have a shock, so 8. It's kind of weird that you'd scry before you play this. After you've taken your draw step for the turn. Like, you can put a couple of lands on top or whatever, but like if you got a card you wanted, it's kind of SOL. They didn't even try to set that draw step up. Need extra ground blockers now. Thought we were going to win this game. I did not expect the 4th Contempt. 15 cards. Sure. Doesn't kill us. I don't know what we can draw, but doesn't kill us. Guess a double beacon boat probably doesn't even do it anymore. Actually, it might. A double beacon boat might still be good enough. Well, no, it won't be because they get to scry a million cards. But other than that, it would have been. Shock's not good enough. This saves us damage and or mana in the long run, I guess. Just don't have enough cards anymore, I don't think. Punished and dead. If we got rid of the shock, we would have had not enough block still. Alright, so I definitely want these. I definitely want this. I definitely want this. I may want these. I may want these, but probably not. I'm gonna shave a couple of those. I think I'm gonna shave all of these. Coming to find out that we just can't win on that front. Keep the dive down. Let's just try one Trancing Melodies. Alright, well, lost another game. We're 4 and 5 tonight in games played. Wonder how many of those games we've kept 6 hands and or had 3 mana in 3 turns. Not this one. At least this hand's okay. It's not good. But it's okay. I didn't change the land count of our deck at all, so the fact that we're getting mana screwed isn't, like, has no bearing on the deck, the changes we've made, rather. We have to coil it. Check it out, we have no cards, they have a million. We need a land, so... I guess I want that card too. It's the same as like putting it in the graveyard. Except now we can buy it back for a later turn. We get to see the same amount of cards to try to find the land, rather. That's what I was trying to say. Got a little lucky there. They hit that land. And Vivian means this card's bad. Pretty sure I'm still supposed to just play it, though. Oh, wow, they got rid of the Vivian. They must have a Doom Whisperer or something, then. Oh, a lot of other things that make sense. Let's see if we can hit our land. Not this time. They could just have a finality, but I don't really care if they have a finality. I think we're gonna have to start doing math. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So 5. 6. So this is going to be enough now when I discard the Starve Extinction. Should be 6 unless I'm bad at this game. Which I am bad at this game, but I don't think I'm that bad at this game. And it's also lethal. Alright, well, we got pretty lucky that game. What do we want to do for game 3? I actually really like these Entrancing Melodies versus the Doom Whisper build, but... What about another Disdainful Stroke versus the Doom Whisper build? I'll bring that in and get rid of one of these. I actually just don't like this card in general. If it was Discovery, I'd probably keep it in. Oh my gosh, we get to keep a bad 7. But we get to keep a 7, that's what matters. Our opponent's on 5. Our opponent's on 4. Unfortunately, a good 4 will beat our bad 7. Our 7's not as bad anymore. Gonna be greedy and just slam the Electromancer here. Don't really care if he kills it, and the odds of him having a cast down are pretty low. Sure. Depending on what he hits, we might be able to beacon boat it. JK, no beacon boat. They kept that. Looks like we are buying a thing back if we choose to. Can I offer him this trade here? Like, are we fair enough ahead that I can offer this trade now? I think so. I think we are fair enough ahead that I can just offer that. Bring us a Jade Light Ranger. They're like, nope. No Jade Light Ranger for you, homie friend. That was a pretty good draw. Start with a draw. I guess let's just smash it in. So we're going to have a 7 mana land destruction spell this game. That happened against us earlier, so it's pretty hilarious that we're going to do it to somebody else. Red Rover, Red Rover. Send a spell on over, not a spell. No reason to do it yet, though. Too much going on to worry about it yet. Negate's a good spell. Negate was a very good spell. I think he's got a Choop that we know about, but I'm not going to cast the second one because we already know that he can just draw Finality, so I want to hold up the Negate. He does have enough mana to Choop this, and that's fine. Yep, it's fine. Let's just start with this. Still just casting this, so I don't know why I started with the other one. On hindsight, it just seems wrong. I think that land might be wrong too. Ah, that's a Doom Whisperer. Which means he's probably going to block here. Okay, well, let's start with this. Oh wait, he can't block. We have this thing. Are we lethal in any manner? Can't get 3 more to our graveyard, can we? Wait, so this is 9, 10, 11. So we can't really get 3 more to our graveyard. This is going to put him at 2, so he can't even surveil. What? Oh. I thought the game bugged up for a second. I was like, what the hell? Where's my Doom Whisperer? So Finality doesn't even get him out of it anymore. I don't think he's got a card that does get him out of it. Yeah, well, our opponent ran really bad there. We're up to 6-5 now, though. We have a winning record. Yay! Hey, we got a pack to open at the end of the stream, too. Another unplayable one-land hand. Another really bad hand. Guess we'll lead with this. Oh, it made me pass. Isn't that Reaper? It's a good one. Alright, well, let's start with this, I think. You just not play that right now. So we know we're casting Drakes for the next couple turns. Can't imagine playing anything other than a Drake. That's a good one. Actually, a really good one for us. It'll make this game very hard to win with our current hand, but it's still a good card. see how many chupacabras and crap they have. That was a solid one. Alright, we're going to lose this game. We practically have no out now. Drawing an Opterus Shock would be an out. It's not an Opterus Shock. He's gonna draw till he gets a Chupacabra, probably. Or a way just to kill us. If they go too deep, we can win this turn. Well, they didn't go too deep. They didn't go very deep at all. And they have a Contempt. They're not going to have enough mana for the Contempt, though. I guess we have to no-block this. We have to get, like, super lucky. Well, we don't have 2 life to pay, so we go ahead and dump that. This has to be like Double Drake or something crazy. It was not Double Drake or something crazy. Alright, so we're just dead now. So spell heavy black green's got a null hide in it. And we know he's spell heavy. He showed us cast down and contempt in that short of a game. I want this one too, actually. Like, that was a pretty short game for him to show us 2 of them. No, it's a rough card for this deck to beat. It's like a Jonto power level versus us. Pretty sure. Did we mulligan that game? Because we're certainly mulliganing this game. It's just not a playable hand. Whatever, we have to keep it, but. It gets frustrating after an entire night. Like, we played 2 hours and might have got 2 reasonable hands the entire night. I don't even know if we got 2. So maximum 3, I don't know if we got 2. This is a deck that we've literally played 70 or 80 times on stream, so we know that we're just running code. Yeah, well, let's pray. Sure, why wouldn't you? Yeah. Black-green deck has officially played more spells than us now. And we miss on lands again. And that's a game. nothing we can even do about it now. Did exactly a land this turn. Certainly don't need this. Guess we can play this and hope he doesn't have a removal spell, and maybe we can steal this with Entrancing, but pretty sure even if we do steal it with Entrancing, it's just not good enough at this point. But we missed a land drop. Alright, well, we're dead. We didn't get to play Magic. That's great. It was an entire night of this too. Like it wasn't even close. But anyway, let's open the pack. The deck still seems fine. You just have to draw lands and spells. You don't draw lands and spells, you're not going to win with any deck, though. And we certainly saw, because we were drawing more cards than most decks can and still just not having a decent mix of lands and spells. It's pretty frustrating. I think the deck's fine. I don't know about the Niv Mizzet. Don't know about the dive down, so like our 2 flex slots might not be good, but like I don't think there was a single one of those games that it just being a Mirari's Conjecture and Entrancing Melodies would have mattered. There might have been one game that Entrancing Melodies would have mattered, but other than that, I don't really think so. Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by. It was fun. Take care, everyone.